Well, hello, and I'm sorry for another voiceover. My neighbor decided to start mowing her grass right as I'm trying to film. So, we're just going to jump right into this video and start with primer. I'm going to use my Porefessional primer and put that basically in my problem areas where I have my biggest pores. And I think where a lot of people have their biggest pores where, which is the apples of the cheek. I also like to put it a little bit on my forehead and a little bit on my chin. And yeah, this little guy is just there. It's tender and won't go away. So I'm also going to use the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. This is my favorite primer other than the Porefessional, but I like the combination of the two. So for foundation, I'm going to go in with the Wet n Wild in the color Soft Beige, I believe. And I'm going to start with a light layer at first because I am the type of person that likes to build up my foundations. And especially when I'm trying to color match, I want to make sure that I don't put too much on at first. So when I realized, okay, my face and my neck don't match exactly because it was such a light layer, I went ahead and put a second layer on. And I think it's a pretty good match. It's a little off, but after bronzing, everything will come together, I promise. I'm going to go in with two concealers today, which a lot of times I do like to mix concealers. I'm going to use the Tarte Shape Tape. One is in light and one is in fair, and one ends up being too light for me with my self-tan right now, and the other one's a little dark. So this way I kind of get my perfect color, but I also get a tad bit of a highlight underneath of my eyes, which is typically what I like to go for. To set my face, I'm going to go in with the Airspun, and I'm going to fast forward through this because you guys have seen me do this, I think, in almost every video. I think sometimes these makeup videos can get a bit repetitive, so I'm thinking, okay, I don't know how much I'd want to see the same thing over and over and over. So I speed through this, we powder the face, we set it, and we'll move on to the eyes here in a second. I am going to take the Kat Von D Powder Foundation in light and dust away the Airspun that I had just put on my face. I don't know if I've ever showed this before, but if I use a loose powder like that, then I like to go in with another powder and dust it away. Whenever I do use the Airspun powder, I like to go ahead and set my face with a setting spray because I feel like it gives my skin more time to make the makeup look more natural and skin-like than just sitting on my face being powdery for the rest of the time that I do my makeup. So I actually set my face twice with setting spray. It might seem a little excessive, but I think it works really well when it comes to using the Airspun. So for my eyes, I'm going to start with this first palette, which is the Morphe 350, and take that first top second shade in the palette, which is more like a bone shade, and just put that all over my eyelid up to my brow bone. And the next shade that I'm using, even though I was kind of going for a pink look, I thought this color would really complement it because even though it has more of a reddish, rusty type of color to it, it gave the eye more depth. And when it comes to my eyeshadow looks, I like to mix and match colors and just give that crease more depth. So with this shade, I thought it was perfect and worked out very well. With the next shade, this shade is more like a champagne-y, pinky shimmer shadow. I just take that on a fluffy brush and really just kind of diffuse the color. And this makes it not look so red. It makes it more like a light pink color. And this also helps with blending the edges so it doesn't look as harsh. I'm going to hop into the Saharan palette by Juvia's Place and take this gorgeous bright pink eyeshadow. I mean, when I think of pink, I think of this shade of pink. And I love to use my finger when it comes to these shimmer shadows from Juvia's Place. I just think the pigment is, oh my god, out of this world when it comes to their eyeshadow palettes. It can get a little like, what would you call it? I guess when you keep using your finger over and over and over, it starts it's coating your finger. So I had to keep wiping it off every time I was going in. So maybe take that into consideration if you are going to use your finger. But then I also like to go in with a brush and take some of the pigment on there and blend it as well. I mean, with this look, I think it's pretty simple and easy. And as long as you blend, you'll be good to go. I'm going to hop back into the Morphe 350 palette. And just to find that crease a little bit more, I thought it kind of got lost with all that pink. So I'm just kind of doing the same thing that I did before and blend it into the crease. And just keep blending. I mean, blend until your hand falls off. That's what I always say. I felt like this look needed a bit more pop, so I took the NYX Liquid Crystals in pink and was originally going to just place it like in the middle of my eyelid, but then with glitter and me, I get carried away. And I just love these liquid crystal glitters from NYX. I think they're awesome. I know my cousin and I do find that some of them burn. Like, I don't know if it's just an us thing, which I doubt it, but some of these burn. But once you can get past the burning, they're a good product, but as weird as that sounds. But I don't know what's in it that would make it do that, but just be careful. I'm going to hop back into the 350 palette again and just start using it on my lower lash line. I mean, this is a typical step that I always do. Nothing new here. And then I'm going to hop back into the Saharan palette as well and take that really pretty bright pink and just blend those two together. I thought this gave a really pretty girly type of blown out smoky pink eye. Yeah, smoky pink eye, exactly. I guess that is what I was going for. So I also wanted to take that white shade. This has been my like go-to inner corner highlight just because it's so pigmented, makes you look awake, it's bright, and it's just so glamorous. So I'm going to do my liner, my lashes, my eyebrows off camera as usual, and then we're going to hop back into the tutorial. So after that lovely dance break, I'm going to take my normal mascara that I use in almost every tutorial. I know, I get it. It's getting old, but L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black is my baby. I cannot get away from her, man. She does my lashes justice and makes them look full and flirty and fun, and I just love that mascara. So my new love for bronzer is the Benefit Hoola bronzer. I don't know what took me so long to get on this bandwagon, but I'm finding that if I want to try something, I'm buying them in like the little travel sizes from Ulta and Sephora, and yeah, just trying them out and seeing how I like them instead of committing to like the big ones for the full price. So yeah, this is an awesome bronzer. I love it. I've been using it constantly and nonstop, and I think it's great for almost every single skin tone. For blush today, this is my first time using it. I did get it in my Ipsy bag this month. It's by the Balm, and it is the Balm Springs Long Wearing Blush. I'm assuming the shade is in full swing. I'm not sure. I will find it and put it down below just so you know exactly what I used. I think I wanted to use a little bit more of like a bright pink, but I thought this one was pretty. For highlight today, I'm going to go in with the Wet n Wild highlight in Precious Petals, and I've used this before. It is a great drugstore highlight. I can't get away from it, and it gives some of the higher end highlighters a run for their money. This is a go-to highlighter for me for sure, and I'm just highlighting my normal places, my cheekbones, my nose, my cupid's bow, and above my eyebrows. Oh, and I obviously cannot forget about highlighting that eyebrow arch. You know, you gotta hit that up too, you know what I'm saying? So for lips today, I'm going to line them with, it's a Rimmel lip liner. I can't remember the name. I think it's just a neutral or nude. Nothing special there. And then go in with the NYX Liquid Suede lipstick. I'm not sure the exact shade off the top of my head, but again, I will put everything down below. And then once again, I will use that Milani setting spray to set my face, And after you do that, this look is complete, my friends. I hope you enjoyed this really girly pink vibes video. I really enjoyed doing this. I loved the way that it came out. I hope you did too, and I will see you on my next one. Thanks, guys. Bye. Okay, Google. Next song. Okay, Google. Okay, Google. Okay, Google. Okay, Google. Okay, Google. Okay, Google. Google will make me come out there is what Google is about to make me do. Okay, Google. Okay, Google. Okay, Google. I don't like this song. All right, I know this. I'm about to throw Google across the room.